Welcome to the show. Today, let's talk about something that makes eating so satisfying, often without us even realizing it: food texture. It's just as critical as taste and aroma. Think about the satisfying crunch of a fresh chip, the smoothness of yogurt, or the chewiness of a perfectly baked bread. That's all texture, and it's a big deal for our enjoyment. So, what's behind these sensations? Believe it or not, it's largely physics. We're talking material science and something called rheology, which is just a fancy term for how materials, including our food, deform and flow. Foods are complex. Some are solid-like, some more liquid, and many, like a good jelly, are what scientists call viscoelastic, a bit of both. There are several key physical properties that define a food's texture. For instance, density. A dense chocolate cake feels richer and more substantial than a light, airy sponge cake. Porosity, which is about the tiny air pockets, contributes to that lightness. Then there's hardness, the force you need to bite into an apple versus soft cheese. Elasticity is that springback you feel in gummy candies. And viscosity is all about how a liquid flows, think thick honey versus watery juice. Other important aspects include how sticky a food is, how well it holds together, and how easily it breaks, like a crisp cracker. Chefs and food scientists are like texture wizards, using these physical principles every day. Temperature is a big one. Heating meat denatures proteins, making it firmer. Freezing creates ice crystals, and how big they are affects the smoothness of your ice cream. Rapid freezing, for example, leads to smaller crystals and a smoother feel. Mechanical processes like kneading dough develop gluten, giving bread its structure. Even adding ingredients like starches to thicken a sauce, or fats for creaminess, is a direct manipulation of physical properties. Modern culinary techniques, sometimes called molecular gastronomy, take this even further, creating surprising textures like liquid spheres through processes like spherification. All these properties combine to give us what we call mouthfeel. This is the total physical sensation in our mouth. It's not just texture, but also how temperature and even our own saliva interact with the food. Our mouths are incredibly sensitive to these cues, right down to the sound food makes when we chew it. And the science of food texture is constantly advancing. Researchers use specialized instruments like texture analyzers and rheometers to precisely measure texture and understand food microstructure. There's a lot of exciting work on how texture can help us feel fuller, potentially leading to healthier eating habits by designing foods that increase satiation. Plus, as we explore new, sustainable food sources like plant-based proteins or upcycled ingredients, physics will be crucial in making them texturally appealing, mimicking familiar and enjoyable textures. So, the next time you savor a meal, spare a thought for the incredible physics at play, making every bite a unique experience. Thanks for tuning in.